Hi team, welcome to your Move and Flow video. Today you're going to need a band and we're going to do purely shoulder work. So we're going to start off keeping it relatively loose and we're just going to go with some pass-throughs. So I quite like the band because you can kind of change the tension going forwards and backwards. You want to try and keep roughly a consistent tension on that band as you pull back and over, back and over. If you're in the mirror and you're starting to see one side kind of a bit tighter than the other, you might want to look into that shoulder. But for now, just take some time, just going over, back, over and back, trying to keep our elbows nice and straight and trying to feel a nice opening of the shoulder. Try not to shrug too high up as you go round, so we don't want to shrug up into the shoulders. We want to try and feel all the way through that articulation, all the way around, trying to get nice and slow and just allow it some time to just warm up as you move. So don't go too high. So we're going to do a little bit of single arm. So we're going to try and go kind of around the world. So we're going to come up with one, reaching back, up with the other, reaching through. So you're kind of going around the shoulder. We're going to go in both directions, but you're trying to move one side and then the other, and then we'll go back round the other way. Just play around with the position. You might find there's certain areas that you're a little tighter on, and that's absolutely fine. You can pull a bit more tension, you can move around a bit more, you can kind of play around with the style of how you're moving. You can stay higher and move through and stay higher the whole time, but you'll kind of know based on the tension. Same thing, if it's really easy, then make the band tension a bit tighter and kind of go around. And if it's hard, just make it nice and loose. You can do these, both of these, with a PVC pipe as well. Just make sure you're nice and warm and prepped before you start. From there, we're going to grab the band in a straight palm position, and we're going to go palms facing up, and we're just going to pull out and to the side. So pulling out and to the side, you roughly want to aim for your nipples and your thumbs are pointing outwards. Mini pause, pull, same thing, try not to elevate the traps too much and lift into the neck. We're just moving in and out, in and out. Good. After that, we're going to go over the head and we're going to come down and up, down and up. Same thing, pulling down and back, feeling this nice control on both the up phase and the down phase as we move through a few reps. The last one we're going to do is going to go elbows in, palms falling out again. Just a single band is fine here because the tension will really quite a lot, and you're just going to work on pulling those shoulder blades out, getting that external rotation of the shoulder and trying to keep those elbows in. So don't let those elbows come out, keep those elbows tucked. The position might be quite small, but we're feeling kind of the middle of the back and we're pulling outwards. It's a small-ish motion as we go across. I'll recommend that you do that circuit one more time. So you're going to go back out to the band pull apart, out in front, arms straight like this, then overhead, then back through here. But just for length of video, I'm just going to do one round. I'm going to go across the body. So we're going to go thumb up towards the sky. We're not gripping really hard onto the band. And we're going to go up into a diagonal. So nice diagonal, reaching up and round, diagonal up and round, diagonal up and round. Just taking your time, trying to keep the elbow relatively straight, trying to let that scapula go up and around that ribcage a little, and trying not to right up into the ear, trying to move out into the side in a nice kind of Y position if I were to use the other arm. To the other side. Out to the side. Try not to be extended in the spine, so we don't want to arch up in this position. Keep the pelvis relatively neutral, thumb out to the side as you reach over As I said, one more round. I'll actually probably do 2 more rounds of the kind of wide raises with the band to make sure you're nice and prepped for the shoulder. Let me know if you have